who I am and what I'm all about. You know, I've been a public official. I've been an elected public official now for 20 years. I've done a lot. I work with the township, work with the libraries, and always what I do is about a responsible use of tax dollars, a responsible handling of tax dollars. I promise you I will be efficient. I will go and make sure that everything is being done to the best of my ability, turn back money to the county's general fund where that is humanly possible, and pay it forward. As Belinda said, the delinquent real estate tax assessor's collection fund is money that comes into the auditor and the treasurer's office. There is an element of that could possibly come back to the people who really, really need it. I want to be the treasurer that you all can have some faith in, to know that I'm going to be there every day, I'm going to work for you, and I'm going to do the best job that is entirely possible. Thank you.
In closing, I would just like to say that, I tend not to be somebody who makes a lot of promises. Promises come with a cost, and to say, I think we should do this or we should do that, if I said that, I would be ignoring the fact that some of those things probably cost exorbitant amounts of money, and we might not actually be able to provide those. And so without having the ability to really analyze what the department does, because I'm not there on a daily basis, I don't think I would like to say, I think we should do this or we should do that. I just know that coming from a background where I'm on a school board and we are constantly looking at lower and lower amounts of money that we get to be able to deal with, yet we still have to provide the same service that people are used to, that they want their children to have education, they want to have things for their children that are in the schools, and they want to have programs available, yet we have less and less money to be able to do that, and as costs increase over time, we have a harder and harder time to do that. I know that over the past few years we have looked at that extensively, and again we continue to look for things that we can, where we can garner additional funds. I would like to try and think that we are being very innovative in the way that we approach things, and I would like to say that I would be able to do that at the Treasurer's office. One of the things that I know I have taken a very active interest in is the local government innovation fund, whereby different entities can see how they can work together to provide things either more efficiently, more cost effectively, and I think that's one area that I would really, really like to get involved in, because I know the Treasurer's office doesn't have very much of an ability to influence too much. So with that being said, I have 30 seconds left. Again, I think I would be a really great choice for the county treasurer. I am somebody who really gives back to my community, and as far as giving back to the community, the trustees make way more, and I know that, gosh darn, the school board members, it's almost like being a volunteer position. So I do give back quite a bit. We make $125 a meeting. And that's mandated by legislation, so we really don't have much of a choice.
All right, that concludes the chair's report.
Okay, thank you, candidates. At this time, we would like to recognize any elected officials that are in the audience, as well as any other candidates that are not otherwise participating in the forum. If you would just come forward and come up on the stage, since we don't have any lights in the seating area, it would be difficult to recognize anybody out there. You guys can go down. We'll introduce the candidates and elected officials that are here. We've already had your spotlight time. All right, Jason Walliger, immediately on my right here, is running for county recorder. Dave Fiebig is running for County Commissioner. Lori Dinallo is running for State Representative, 60th District.
I'm also on Paisley City Council.
Okay, also in Paisley City Council. And Dave Fiebig is also in Willoughby Hills City Council. John Hamercheck is on the Madison City Village Council. He's also running, president, and he is running for Lake County Commissioner. Emily Terezek, okay.
It looks worse than it sounds.
Okay. Emily is running for County Auditor? Clerk of Courts, I'm sorry, okay. And Ted Andrzejewski is currently Mayor of the City of Eastlake, running for County Commissioner, and he'll be speaking to us here shortly. So thank you very much. And at this time, we will be introducing a local candidate for the office of U.S. Senate from Ohio. And that candidate is Rusty Bliss, and he will have 10 minutes to present his candidacy to us.
Well, I want to thank Chuck for allowing me to get some time up here since none of the other Senate candidates could make it. We couldn't put together a forum, so we'll try to one-man it for 10 minutes. Before I start, I'd like to ask if everybody could just keep in their prayers. My photographer that was supposed to come with us today and help us out at the event, Brent Lane, he was supposed to be here. His father passed away in the middle of the night last night, so couldn't be here. A little bit of a tragic start off to the day for us, but we're strong and we'll get on through it. My name is Rusty Bliss. I live here in Lake County. I'm a middle class, working class Lake County resident like most of you. I'm a husband, a father of 4, an airline captain, and a high school football coach. I believe in people representation more than just party representation when it comes to running for office. I decided to do this over a year ago when I saw not just my kids' futures, but all of your kids and future generations of Ohioans and Americans, their future being flushed down the drain by the current administration and those in power in the United States Congress. So I want to do what I can to take a stab at preserving opportunity for them so they can have the same opportunities that I had growing up. My mom was a secretary, my dad was a Marine that fought in Korea and Vietnam. We need to get, and I'm sure we can all agree, regardless of the side we're on, that we need a more effective government, a more efficient government, and a government that knows how to spend money wisely and doesn't spend so much on nonsense. We need to stop the spending and come up with a way to get a balanced budget and work within it. We need to get creative on job creation. In Ohio, the unemployment is, I think in Ohio it's worse than it is nationally. And you mentioned 17% earlier. Well, Ohio, and it just happens to tie in with the industry I'm related in, or that I work in aerospace. Now the country's number one export, and Ohio's greatest export is aerospace, and that's what built this state and built this country. Ohio's the number 1 manufacturing contractor to Airbus, number 2 to Boeing, number 3 to Northrop Grumman. Now there have been cuts in defense, cuts in our space program, and cuts in aerospace worldwide on the government side that's handicapping the manufacturing businesses in the state of Ohio. We've got kids going to school in our high schools that are getting educated in our colleges, and they're not running off to California anymore. They're running off to North Carolina and South Carolina because that's where all the tech and manufacturing jobs are. We need to get creative and develop these jobs again here in Ohio that keep our kids in Ohio and not let them get their education here and run off and go away. We need to keep them here and find a way to keep them here. I have a few ideas. One of them includes Boeing, General Electric, and the Wilmington Airport. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Airborne and DHL and how they pretty much killed the southwest portion of Ohio. I've been in negotiations with all 3 of those entities,